Good morning, guys. Welcome to Bet the Day for May 26th. Hope we're doing well. Hope everyone is ready to make some money. My name is Tanner Kern, betting guy here at Team Parlay. Hope everyone's doing well. Matthew Weltman coming in here. Morning, Tanner. How we doing, Matthew? How we doing? It's a great day. Great day to make some money. Yesterday was a great day because the Boston Celtics won. They're one win away from the NBA Finals, beating the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what? Everyone said the Heat in 5, Heat in 6, whatever. It's not going to happen. Man of the people, right? I am a man of the people. Tanner Kern, man of the people. It's not rocket science, people. It's never been rocket science. A Carter 2382. What's up, Tanner? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, guys? Great day. How'd everyone's bets go last night? Let me know in the comments section. Let some people file in on here on YouTube. Let some people file in here on TikTok before we really get into the show. Man of the people, that is 100% correct. We are a man of the people here. Free picks, all that good stuff. I want to give a shout out to a few people in my Discord right now before we get into it. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. I don't have the exact names, but someone put like $6,000 on a WNBA game last night. That was pretty epic to see. I saw a parlay, which I'll post a little later. It was $15 to win $17,000. Just insane stuff. Nice 5 in one day. There you go, A Carter. I did not have that kind of day. I shouldn't have played the over in the Celtics game. I ended up adding that, so we went 3-4 instead of breaking even on 3-3. When the Oakland A's actually win, but more likely legs sold. Yep, 100%. That A's bet was clutch. I got to give a shout out to Redbirds in our Discord. You know, he kind of really gave me that. He gave me that hunch, and I looked at it. I saw the numbers, and I felt good about it after I saw that. But I gotta give it to him. Danny Tanner does again. Yesterday wasn't great. But it's something. It was something. We hit the A's bet. Depends on what you use. If you tail me religiously, I would ride the picks that are hot. Like if I'm hot on baseball, keep riding baseball. If I'm hot on hockey, keep riding hockey. The Celtics game, -2 last night was just the easiest bet I think in the world for me. The under, you took the under, congratulations, because that took some skill there. I did not have the balls to play the under. I took the over. John Brondo coming in here, about to bounce back heavy today. It's my birthday too. Let's have a damn day. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday to you. Hope everything is well. Hope you're having a great day. Let's win some money. It's time to win some money today. Overall, yesterday, decent day. Not good enough, obviously, but you got to look at it over time. It was a brick show. Yeah, 100% was a brick show. But the Celtics came alive late, too. The Celtics made a push late. When you look at what the Heat did, though, they were just never really in the game, right? It just was not a good night for them. I don't know how I feel about baseball today. I don't love baseball today. I have a few picks, but I'm ready to go. There, Skirt, Cobain, let's effing go. Love that. So we got some people filing in here. Let's get into the show now, guys. Before we do that, though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out TikTok, guys. Got a bunch of great content all over the freaking place on there. Got interviews with people, got betting content, got generic gambling content. Check us out on Team Parlay Sports, which is our generic page. Got a lot of sports stories on there. We'll be at the Indy 500 this weekend. If you're at the Indy 500, let us know, but we'll be doing interviews from there. So very excited about that. And then we'll be in Nashville in about a week. So can't really wait. Douglas E. really loves you. I appreciate that. Baseball has made me broke. I'm never betting MLB again. And baseball is a hard sport. You gotta pick your shots with MLB, but there's a lot of value there. Like if you find the winners, like yesterday with the Athletics, we had plus 150 odds. I think you got to like plus 154, plus 155 by the end of the day. That's money if you hit it, right? But when you look at the Dodgers, the Dodgers scored 19 runs in the past 2 days, and then yesterday they lose 1-0, and they were terrible with runners in scoring position. Like that one hurt. How do you feel about Cubs Reds? First game of the day. I kind of like the Reds today, but let me get the numbers up. We'll talk this real quick, and we'll get into the recap from yesterday. Steele versus Green. I think Reds for plus money with Green on the mound. Green's young. He's very, very good. I would probably go with them today overall, but it could be an over day too at 8.5. How do I feel about Cubs Reds? Got that Warriors -7, not too many points, 100% not too many points. I'm taking that in a minute. A lot of trap games in baseball today. Yeah, there's a few games that I really do like, but other than that, I don't feel great about them. I don't like Red's starting pitcher at all. Well, Green's young. He's first year, but he's a talented pitcher. He's got the ability to shove. 1.6549 hasn't been good, but again, the kid's only 22 years old. He's got really good strikeout ability. You look at his strikeout numbers: 6.9, 6.7, 6. You might want to go over on strikeouts. This is a game I totally stay away from, guys. I'm on the Cubbies. There you go. This is a game I'll totally stay away from. And, I look at Hunter Green, just the ability to shove there with the strikeout numbers. So you might want to go over on the strikeouts. That could be a good bet for him. flyaway day for MLB games on Thursday. I'm probably going to tease Warriors to -5.5. That's probably a good decision there. But again, if you're going to tease it to 5.5, it depends on if you're putting parlay versus playing it straight up. I mean, 5.5 and 7 aren't that big of a difference when you look at these big spreads in this game. If the Warriors win tonight, they should win convincingly. All right, so let's get into the show, guys. Remember, subscribe, get on TikTok. We got merch, guys. Get that merch going, and we will be all set, guys. Link in the bio. We have the people on here 7 days a week. We're going to have some changes to the schedule this weekend because we will be at the Indy 500, so shows might be very early in the morning just so we can get out there and do stuff. Hunter Green throws extremely hard. He's going to be a really talented pitcher. He's going to be really, really good in the future. He's just got to learn. He's got to learn to locate. He's got to learn to pitch in the big leagues, obviously. Which baseball games would you stay away from? I have some picks already. Which baseball games would I stay away from? Well, I'll tell you what I'm betting. I'll tell you the 3 I'm betting. I have Yankees, I have Red Sox, and then I have Brewers Cardinals under 7.5 here. Other than that, I'm staying away from pretty much everything. I might put some stuff in a parlay if I need to, but as straight, that's all I'm playing today. And I don't think that'll change. Any other questions, guys, on that? We'll get into our recap from yesterday, and then we'll ride into NBA, NHL, and a little baseball. So, yesterday, yesterday was an interesting day, right? You look at the Celtics and the Heat. The Boston Celtics are much better than the Heat. The Boston Celtics are much better than the Heat. Do we understand that, people? Do we understand that? Like, I think people think I'm sitting up here just like spitting shit off of that, like showing favoritism towards my team. I'm not. I haven't lied at all. The Boston Celtics are much better than the Miami Heat. I think last night proved that. Miami was exposed throughout the entire game. Both teams started slow, but the Celtics came alive late. What's a sign of a great team? A team that can win when pressure is on. The Celtics, there you go, Arox. The Celtics were bad, but the Heat were a lot worse. The Heat were, listen, the bottom line is the Heat had an opportunity last night to do something special. You're at home. You get a chance to go back to Boston, close out series if you win this game, and then you still have Game 7. Like, all you got to do is play well in this game. Jimmy Butler, 4 of 18 from the field. He scored 13 points. I don't want to pick on Jimmy Butler because, Jason Tatum's done that same thing, and he wasn't great last night by any means. Bam Adebayo had 18. Gabe Vincent had 15 off the bench. I don't know why Gabe Vincent can't be the starter over Kyle Lowry. I don't understand that. But overall, Celtics weren't great either. I mean, but the Heat were just a lot worse. Celtics shot 46.5% from the field. They were 31.9% from 3. Miami was 30%, Miami was 15.6% from the 3-point line. You can't do that. They were 7-45. You can't win games like that. No Tyler Hero, that's why. Tyler Hero would not make a difference in this game. He would have helped, but I'm not saying Tyler Hero doesn't bring the Heat a win. There's no way. I mean, what did Marcus Smart do last night? Marcus Smart did nothing. He was beat up too. So I wouldn't say that Tyler Hero would have made much of a difference in that game last night. I don't think. J-Rod, there we go. No, LOL, 15 points. You think so? Tyler Hero drops 15. If Tyler Hero drops 15, you're telling me the Heat win 95-92. Are you outside of your mind last night? Dwayne Wade would have came in. Yeah, Dwayne Wade might have made a difference last night. Other than that, the Heat had no chance. The Heat are not good, guys. They're not. I'm not saying I shouldn't say they're not good, but they're not the Boston Celtics. We say it every day, every single day, guys. The Miami Heat were never as good as the Boston Celtics, and we said it, in the Bucks and Celtics series. Like, whoever wins this series is going to absolutely roll when it comes to the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's exactly what we've seen. Mavs tonight. I am not on the Mavs tonight. The Mavs have not shown me that they can win. I don't think the Golden State Warriors are going to want to fly back to Dallas either. Celtics, Warriors, both in 6. I agree with that. I think the Warriors could close out the series tonight, though, in 5. I think they have a very good chance of closing out in 5 tonight. Boston wins it all. I think Boston does win it all. I think Boston's very, very talented. I think they're a better all-around team than the Warriors. I think they're better on defense. And they can score with the Warriors as long as Jason Tatum's going to be, making shots. Bottom line is, though, we're not there yet. They still got to win one game. I mean, the Celtics were in this. The Celtics were in this exact situation, against the Bucks. They had to go on the road to Milwaukee, win a game, and then they got to close out at home. They're in the exact situation as the Heat are. So overall, I look at this series, though, I think it's over. Boston is a better team, 100%. I think the Heat are defeated. You're telling me PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, Bam, and Strus can compete with the Boston talent. They can't do it. And if Jimmy Butler is shooting like he did last night, 4 of 18, they have absolutely no chance. I don't care if Tyler Hero's not playing. If Tyler Hero's not playing, Jimmy Butler's 4 of 18. Doesn't matter. If Tyler Hero is playing and Jimmy Butler is 4 of 18, it doesn't matter. Warriors have an easy shift this year. I wouldn't say they have an easy shift. We've Butler's trash. I can't agree with that, Lord Maximus. Butler's very good, but it's just like Jason Tatum. Some nights he's on, some nights he's off. Duncan Robinson played some minutes. Duncan Robinson did a very nice job last night. I think he had like 12 off the bench. He was pretty good. I like Duncan Robinson. I think he's a talented player. Gabe Vincent, though, 15 off the bench. He was very good. Bam Adebayo had 18. He stepped up on offense a little bit, but it was really because the Heat weren't making shots on the perimeter, right? So they had to go inside to Bam. And the Celtics still played well in the paint. I mean, they were comparable to Heat. When I look at the numbers, though, I mean, the Heat had so many opportunities in this game. I think they out-rebounded on the offensive end of the floor 19-6. So the Heat really had some shots. Tatum started slow. It's all about how you adapt. Yeah, I mean, they had to get Tatum going. Parlay D-backs and Brewers, Oilers and Canes and Warriors money line. What do you think? I'm not on the Brewers. I don't really have a side. I'm just taking the under in that game, but it looks good to me. I don't love the Brewers against Wayno on the road today. But again, that's your decision there. I think it looks good. I do. I probably would. I like it. That's what I'll say. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. That's what I'm going to go with. I think there's a lot of toss-up games in there, and I'm on a lot of those games, but like I'm on Oilers and Canes. But again, I think those are toss-up games. If you're looking for like a safer parlay piece, I don't know if that's exactly it. Hey buddy, today's parlay. We'll get into that a little later. We got to get through the straight picks. What's up with the Mets, bro? The Mets are falling apart. Alex Paul here on Facebook. The Mets are absolutely falling apart right now. They don't look good at all. Plus, 9-3 yesterday. Keep in mind, guys, though, the Mets are still one of the best teams in baseball. They're still, schedule-wise, they've lost 2 in a row, 13-12, 9-3. They've lost 3 of their past 5 here. It's not time to panic yet, though. I mean, you're going to go to Philadelphia. You should beat Philadelphia. You're going to go to Washington. You should beat Washington up a little bit. Dodgers on the road, 4-game series in June 2nd. That should be interesting to see. That's going to be a very, very good series. But overall, guys, I mean, I think the Mets are like what they did the other night to lose 13-12. Yeah, they blew the game, but they still came back big. You can't fall behind early, but the fact that they had the fight to come back big was pretty impressive. You think Oilers close it out today? I do think Oilers close it out. I just think I don't trust Jacob Markstrom right now at all. So I'm gonna have to ride with the Oilers, honestly. What about Twins money line and over in the Rockies, Nats, and Warriors money line? I like that. I do like that. Again, guys, I like all these, but like when I put together my parlays, I try to do a few like really hardcore safe legs and then some risk bets. So it's not that I don't like the parlays that you give sometimes. Still saying they're poverty, me, Tanner, they're not poverty. Come on now, the Mets are not poverty. When I do parlays, right, I try to get a couple safe legs in there and then grow it with a couple risk bets. I don't like to do like 5 unknown bets that we have no clue what's going to happen in. MLB money line terrible beats yesterday 5-8. Hey man, that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. We got to keep hammering. Today's picks, we're getting into it here in a minute. We just finish recapping, and then we will get into the picks for the day, guys. We had Avalanche puck line last night. Obviously, that didn't happen. Nathan McKinnon, 4 points, though, 3 goals and assists. Blues kept the shot battle relatively close. They won in overtime. The cover looked really good at the end of the game, but again, the Avalanche never really controlled it fully. They jumped out to an early lead, and the Blues hung in there. I do think the Avalanche win this series still. I'll probably go Avalanche on the puck line next time. The Avalanche were up, yes, and they had a chance to cover at the end of the game. Nathan McKinnon got them up to 4-3, and then they even the score. The Blues even the score with under a minute to go. My man, I was just telling you, my wife about you, and boom, you're on. Love that. Every morning, 10 a.m., man, the people, no empty net, dude, didn't shoot it. And they blew it. What a goal. I know. Sucks. Should have shot the open net a few seconds before midline. Guys, I know it sucked. It looked good. The cover looked awesome. The cover looked great down the stretch. Didn't happen, though. And then we went to overtime. The cover didn't matter. And beautiful goal. It was a rough night, but the Avalanche never really controlled that game last night overall. When the Avalanche are playing really good hockey, they're winning shot battles by 20 goals over the Blues, right? That's what we've seen. Are the Rangers for real? They seem unpredictable. I don't like the Rangers on the road tonight, but I do like the Rangers at home in this series. They came back. They won 2 in a row at home in Madison Square Garden. I don't think that happens again tonight. But overall, I think they're for real. I think they can win this series. It's going to come down to home ice, but they're going to have to win one in Carolina just because of that. But the Rangers are for real. I think the Rangers are for real. When Igor is playing well, they're tough to stop. Like Igor's been like a Vasilevsky, and Vasilevsky changed that whole series for the Lightning, right? And we've seen it. Goaltenders get really, really hot, like Jacob Markstrom, really hot in the Dallas series. He has not been good in this series, so we're going to go against him tonight. That's kind of what I've been basing my hockey logic on, is how these goaltenders are playing. And overall, man, I just don't. I see Igor playing well tonight, but I see Ronta playing well at home, so I'm going to go with Carolina. Alex Paul, I'm from Dallas. LO, can't tell. The Dallas Stars, man, they were pretty impressive what they did. I mean, Ottinger was unreal in that series. He kept them alive. Texas Rangers. Oh, Texas Rangers. I thought we were on hockey. Texas Rangers are not for real. Not for real. Yeah. Rangers second best. Now we got all the hockey comments popping over on TikTok, but Texas Rangers. We'll get into that. Let's see. Athletics over 2.5 team total money line saved me yesterday. That was a clutch play. I got to give credit to Redbirds on that for the team total in our Discord. But Texas Rangers, I mean, they got a lot of talent there. I don't think they're ready to win yet, though. 19-23. They're in a tough division in the AL West. They got some big name guys, right? Signing Seager was huge. Getting those kind of guys to come to Texas, but this is a rebuilding process. It's not a process where you're going to win this year. I look at the AL West standings right now. The AL West standings. You got Astros, Angels, Rangers. I mean, the Astros and Angels are going to control that. And then the bottom of the division, Rangers, Athletics, Mariners doesn't look good. The Mariners have underperformed this year, in my opinion. The Athletics are, a poverty team, poverty franchise. I don't think they're ever going to be good. They're going to trade away their talent at the deadline. Not that they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of young guys competing right now. I think they're set up maybe to be a wild card team in the future, but right now they're not there. Rangers they're middle of the road team right now. I mean, the Astros and the Angels are significantly better. My biggest question in that division is how are the Angels going to be able to, keep up as we go down the stretch here? They're really hot right now, but what we've seen from the Angels is they fall apart. Marcus Semien too. Yep, Marcus Semien. They got some big name pitching there. I mean, they've done a really nice job getting talent. It's good to see these middle market teams go out and pay big money. I'm not saying the Texas Rangers aren't a big market team. I mean, it's Arlington, it's Dallas, but when you think of Dallas sports, you don't think of the Texas Rangers right away. So it's been interesting to see them able to get talent. I wish some big market teams would take on that approach right now. What do you think about early games? I apologize, you already talked about it. Cubs, Reds. I'm on the Reds today with Hunter Green. I'm going to give him a chance, but probably the over. I think Everett, that's a good choice there. If I had to play one bet in it, it's going to be Hunter Green strikeout total. Let's see here. Hunter Green strikeout total is 7.5. I'd probably go an alternate total and stick it in a parlay. Alternate, I would do alternate at 7+ or 6+ and put in a parlay. Probably 6+, put in a parlay. I know it's heavy juice, but it could be a good parlay piece. Ryu against Shohei today, that's going to be good. Guys, overall, I know we love betting 12:30 baseball games. I try to stay away from them as much as possible because it's just I don't see much value betting that. Can't believe they beat the Angels. Can they win tonight? The Rangers. Let's see here. The Rangers. Yeah, I mean, I think the Rangers can win with Perez. The Athletics are pretty hot right now, and the Athletics are a streaky team. I mean, they were really good in their last series against the Mariners, but were they? Are they? Does that mean they're going to continue into this series? No, it's a lot of unexpectedness. I think for plus 108, that's good value. Monta's been good, but I do like Perez. I do like the Rangers if they're hitting baseball right now. I think the under a 7 could be a decent play there. But overall, I think they can win tonight. I mean, they can win on any given day. Ace Steal Money, Billy Bean. Gotta love Billy Bean. Billy Bean. Moneyball. Great movie. But yeah, I mean, overall, we can talk about the game in a little bit, but first impressions, I mean, I think they can win this game tonight. I'm totally staying away from it though. Let's see here. A's. Yeah, I mean, Montes is a 3.65 guy. Martin Perez, 1.64. They both got 101 whip. Perez hasn't given up a home run yet this year. I mean, for plus 108, I think that's very, very good value. Ramon Laureano is day-to-day for the Athletics right now, so that's a bat out of the lineup there. I mean, the Rangers, they've out-hit the Athletics 45-30 when it comes to home runs. They're better on OBP. Their team ERA, team whip isn't as good, but still, I mean, overall, I think that's a good value bet, plus 108 on the Rangers tonight. Now, keep in mind, the Athletics are coming off a really, really good win. What do you think about Reds money line? I'm on the Reds today. If I had to bet it, I'm not going to bet it, guys, just because it's the 12:30 game. I know we love asking about these 12:30 games, but I would say I'm on the Reds today. I think Hunter Green's special. He can throw very, very hard, and that's a dangerous quality if he's able to locate. The question is, can he locate? He hasn't been able to do that a lot this year. But I would take Reds money line, I think. Overall, what's the value? Reds money line, you're plus 100, so get some positive odds there. It could be a good parlay piece for a small sprinkle. Keuchel is not good. Keuchel is not good, and that's why we're going to bet the Boston Red Sox. So we'll get in. Let's keep going, guys, here. Yankees, Twins, and Red Sox today. I'm on the Yankees and Red Sox. I did not play the Twins, but I would, let's see, I would bet I'd play the Twins at minus 184. So if you want to put a parlay together with that, it's pretty good. Keuchel has not been good. This Keuchel sucks. Keuchel has been the worst pitcher in baseball. Keuchel's been the worst pitcher in baseball over the past 2 seasons. That's a steal to get the Red Sox at plus money. I didn't get them at plus money. I got them at like minus 102, minus 104 in that range. Red Sox, my line, biggest square pick of all time. What do you mean square pick? My kid's college money is fading. Keuchel. There we go. Love that. All right, guys. So let's keep going here. We got Blues. So we had Avalanche yesterday. That didn't hit. We had Dodgers run line. That was despicable. The Dodgers were scoreless. They were terrible in high leverage situations. They were 0 for 9 runners in scoring position, and they left 9 runners on base. Gotta love that. Athletics money line yesterday. That was a big win. Athletics played a terrific game defensively. They got to Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray had 10 strikeouts, but he gave up 3 runs, just enough to win there. They won 4-2. We had Red Sox money line plus 146. Difference was a Jake Berger home run the 5th inning. Didn't come through, but we're going to go with it today. I mean, they were 1 of 9 with runners in scoring position. They didn't do exactly what they've done throughout the winning streak, so that's the problem. They're going to go back to them today. And then Kyle Hendricks, if you didn't tail this one bet, I don't know what you were thinking, guys. If you did not tail Kyle Hendricks under 4.5 strikeouts yesterday, I don't know what you were thinking. That was free money. And I don't say free money a lot, but Kyle Hendricks had 1 strikeout. He went 4 innings, and he gave up 4 earned runs on 5 hits. That was free money. 1 strikeout, under 4.5. You could have played it under 3.5 too. I know the line shifted down to that. I got a 4.5 in the morning. That's the value of getting stuff early, guys. When you get bets early, it's big time. Because 4.5 versus 3.5 is a big difference, especially when it comes to strikeouts. You're right about Celtics, but Heat, a lot of injuries. Yeah, I guess. Listen, Celtics are a better team. I don't care who's injured or who's not. I mean, like Robert Williams wasn't at full strength last night. He was hobbling around. He was hurting. Marcus Smart was not at full strength last night, but they got on the floor. Tanner, what do you have the Red Sox at? I got them at minus 106 this morning. So it's probably shifting up. Are the Red Sox favored in that game now? It was like minus 106, minus 108. It's still minus 104 on FanDuel. It's actually dropped down. So that's FanDuel at least, depending on what book you're using. Yeah, minus 104 on FanDuel. There you go. Okay, so we're ready to get into the picks for today. We're ready to get into picks. Yeah, they're underdogs, minus 104 to minus 112. So it's a pick 'em game, basically. I feel really, really good about the Red Sox, though. I feel really good. True, everyone has heard this time of season. You got to play hurt, guys. You got to play hurt, especially in basketball, man. And it's the softest league in the world. But, like Marcus Smart wasn't feeling good. Robert Williams was feeling good. You think Jason Tatum's feeling good? He must be beat up too, guys, honestly. I mean, like overall, the bottom line in that basketball game last night, if you're like, I haven't seen my man on here who says like, hey, Heat in 5 and Heat, right? No one's on the Heat today because overall they're not as good. I mean, Jimmy Butler's shooting. When Jimmy Butler, your star player, franchise player, is shooting, he was 4 of 18 from the field, right? I'll tell you what, Bam Adebayo, Max Strus, PJ Tucker, and Kyle Lowry aren't gonna fill in the gap. Bro, I might go all in on the stock. I wouldn't go all in. I mean, never put your house on it. But overall, yeah, I think it's a good bet today. I do feel good about the Red Sox. Do you think the Red Sox first 5 run line is the move? Because Keuchel really is atrocious. I think first 5's a good move. I think full game's good move. I both sides. I'm always cautious with first 5 bets, but I don't know. I feel like maybe we should target beating Keuchel. Yeah, well, the White Sox bullpen is good. Like if Keuchel could go 6 innings today, let's play devil's advocate here. If Keuchel can go 6 innings today and like be really, really good, that back end of the bullpen for the White Sox is pretty nasty. But overall, I think first 5's a good bet today for the Boston Red Sox. Like they scored in the first inning yesterday. They manufactured some runs in the first inning the day before. I mean, they've been really, really good, right? Early in baseball games. So I don't think that's a bad bet. And overall, I mean, they win that game yesterday if it's not for the home run. So I don't think first 5's a bad bet. I don't think full game's a bad bet. I don't think any of it's a bad bet. I like the Boston Red Sox today. I would probably go under on Keuchel's strikeout total if you want to play that. I got to see what that's at. But we'll talk about that in a minute here. Let's break down today's Mavericks versus Warriors game. Do we think -7 is too big of a number to lay? What do we think? What do you guys think? Who's on the Mavericks? Who's on the Warriors today? Let me know in the comments section, guys, who's on the Mavs and who is on the Warriors. I am on the Warriors today at -7. Keep in mind they have covered this number 3 out of 4 times. Mavericks, their approach, their 3-point shooting approach, their great shooting is not sustainable, especially on the road. Mavs can't cover, so we're split under 215. I'm on that too, but I'm not going to play it. I do like the under though. I'd rather take Warriors -7. We see with totals, they're just so predictable. I'm kicking myself last night for that Celtics total because early in the basketball season, I saw 203 total. I'd immediately jump on the over, and it burned me more times than not. And then I said, I'm like, these guys are professional basketball players. They can score 203 points, right? Overall, though, that did not happen. Most times there's a reason the total said 203, and I forgot that, when the total's at 203, there's a reason for it. You probably go under. Stay away from the over-under. The over-unders are tough in basketball because you're banking on guys to make shots. You're banking on guys to make or miss shots. And what we've seen from the Celtics and the Heat, that's unpredictable because early in the series, right, everything was going over, everything was going in. Last night, they both teams were scoreless through the first couple minutes of the game, and you knew it was going to go under. I took the under when I seen all the pound over and line move down. They barely scored 170 points. Yeah, last night was not good. Last night was not. Hero out made a big. I'm not saying Hero being out didn't make a difference, guys. I'm saying Hero in the game wouldn't have mattered. That's what I'll tell you there. I mean, when Jimmy Butler's 4 of 18, Tyler Hero ain't making a difference. That's my take. Duncan Robinson, because we look, as say Tyler Hero plays last night, and I know Tyler Hero is much better than Duncan Robinson, but if Tyler Hero plays last night, Duncan Robinson doesn't play, and Duncan Robinson had 12. So you're going to take those 12 away from Robinson. You're going to give that to Tyler Hero. What? He has another 5 or 6. He's going to score 20. Celtics still win easily last night. Jimmy Butler was 4 of 18 from field. So, John Brondo coming in here again on YouTube. Warriors should win by like 20, honestly. I think they should. So, Duncan Robinson is sus. I know Duncan Robinson is sus, guys, but Duncan Robinson isn't going to play last night if Tyler Hero plays. Celtics are still the better team. Celtics are 100% the better team. Would you take Twins money line or the over? I'd go Twins money line today. All right, so probably going to trade Duncan Robinson into the offseason. I would package him with something else. I mean, you can get something for him for sure. Not a bad basketball player. All I'm saying, guys, Duncan Robinson isn't going to play with Tyler Hero being in the lineup, right? And those points that Robinson had are going to go to Tyler Hero, and Tyler Hero might make a few more shots. Pat Riley already knows he's trading half the team. He needs to, honestly. They're not built to win. And Dallas needs some dudes, too. Dallas really needs some help. Teaser Warriors to -3 and the under of 219. I don't like that. You're just repeating Celtics is a better team like we don't know this. Guys, I'm getting questions here about the Boston Celtics, and I'm going to answer them. Celtics is a better team, right? Talking Duncan Robinson right now, guys. I'm trying to move on, but everyone throws these Celtics questions in there. I'm trying to move into the Mavericks Warriors game. Come on now, why don't you tell the people? I got to give the people what they want. When they ask questions about the Boston Celtics, I'm going to give you the answer. The Boston Celtics are a much better team. They have been the whole entire series. There's no doubt about it. I had a lot of people saying Heat in 5. That's bullshit. Heat in 5. Come on now. All right. Well, if you guys ask me about the Celtics, I'm going to give you the answer. There's nothing really to say about that series. I'm telling you that right now. The bottom line is Celtics are much better. You wouldn't tease it. I mean, I would. I don't mind the tease. I think Warriors being teased down is fine. I think they should win by 7. Depends what you're willing to tease. I mean, if you're going to take a 3-point teaser and tease the Warriors to -4, I don't hate that. But like the total at 3 points on the total really doesn't do it for me. I think it's better just play it one side, play it straight up, and see what we can rock with today. Overall, we know the secret for the Warriors, or we know the secret for the Mavs. Mavs winning, Matthew Veltman. That scares me a little bit. We know that Heat in 7, no. We know the secret for the Mavericks in this game, right? Luka's got to have about 30. If Luka scores 40, they lose automatically. When Luka has 40, they don't win because nobody else contributes. That's what we've seen. Overall, the starters need to shoot well on the road. What have we seen from the Dallas Mavericks starters and the Dallas Mavericks bench on the road? It has not been that good. It's been inconsistent. It's obviously gotten better as series go on. The people saying Heat were going to win that series are casuals or delusional Heat fans. There you go, like that. I think the Mavs will win today. They gain confidence. Will be a tight game. I think the Mavs can win one game here, but I'm going to bank on the Warriors not wanting to fly back to Dallas and actually stepping up big. I mean, we know that Celtics series will probably end tomorrow night. So the Mavericks probably want, or the Warriors probably want a little bit of a break. And I think 7's a big number, guys. But again, I'm saying talk about the Mavs Warriors game. Mavs Warriors. Okay, I got you. The Celtics. When I look at this. We're bouncing all around here. When I look at the Mavericks and the Warriors series, guys, 7's not too big of a number. It's not. The Warriors should win this game by a lot of points. They really should. BP311 took them at -7. Adam Greenberg, how we doing? Tanner, baby, how the hell are you? I need over-under picks for first MLB game today, please. With Hunter Green on the mound, he's probably going to walk some people. I would go over on that. It started at 8. It's up to 8.5 now, Adam, but I would go over 8.5 on that first play today. Celtics versus Dubs and 6. Last time Dubs were -310. I got burnt. And guys, that's why you don't want to play -310, but you got to play spreads. I mean, unless you're putting in a parlay, no one's going to put down $310. And that's a stupid bet tonight. If you're putting down $310 just to win 100 tonight, now if you got a bankroll where you can put down $10,000, well, that's different. But if you have to put down $310 just to win 100. You have a better shot playing the Mavericks. But all I've seen from the Mavericks on the road this year, obviously they've been good on some occasions, right? But overall, they're not good on the road, right? The Warriors are a better team at home. And it comes down to this too. If they can shut down Steph Curry, they're going to be just fine. If they can't shut down Curry, they're going to be in a lot of trouble tonight. I mean, Klay Thompson can score 20 points, and the Warriors can still win this game if Curry has 30. I mean, when the Warriors have won, Curry's been a 30-point guy. Every starter's been in double figures for them, and that happened in the last game, but it just wasn't enough, right? The Mavericks were so good. They shot 50% from the field, 46.5% from the three-point line, guys, and the score was only 119 to 109. Keep that in mind right now. Keep that in mind. The Warriors really didn't play that bad. They only lost by 10 points. I mean, they were still 48.4% from the field, 35.7% from three. That's not like what we've seen from the Warriors at times this year, but they weren't that bad on the road in Dallas. They only lost by 10 points, and the Mavericks shot 46.5% from the three-point line. Do we think that's going to happen again? Are you going to bank on that happening again? I wouldn't bank on that happening again. I think 7's a good number. I think if you want to take the point of 7, that's fine. But do we really think the Mavericks are going to shoot 50% from the field on the road in a hostile environment in Golden State when they have a chance to close out the series and win the Western Conference tonight? That's what, when you think of it that way, there's no doubt I'm going with the Warriors in -7 because I don't trust the Mavericks to shoot 46% from the three-point line again. I don't. Adam Greenberg, that's what I'm thinking. Thank you, sir. Yeah, there you go, J-Rod. No, and Jordan Poole can drop 20 as well. Jordan Poole's been very, very good, right? He's been money off the bench. Clint Hall, we're going to talk about that game in a minute, but I am on the Oilers tonight. So overall, I look at the series, guys. It went up to 9. Yeah, so it started at 8. It's not 9. At 9, I'd probably stay away from it, 9's hard, Adam. You might want to go team total. NBA parlay of the day. I don't have a parlay right now for it. I mean, we can talk some player props here at the end. With Bullock, Finney Smith combined for 12 threes, they went. Yeah, guys. Okay, keep in mind, 2 games ago, Reggie Bullock was 0 for 7 from the three-point line, 0 for 10 from the field. I'm not saying that's going to happen again. Let's go Beantown. There we go. Gotta love it. But overall, guys, let's be real. Right now. They're not going to shoot 46% from the three-point line. They're not. Texas A&M College Baseball Tanner SEC tournament. Okay, George Floyd bets. Okay. I don't mind that. I haven't done much college baseball stuff. I was doing a lot of college baseball before MLB started, but now I haven't really been into it as much. But I'll probably get into it. Around now and then when we get into the NCAA tournament. They're going to smack around Florida. Okay, there we go. There's your bet. -130 college baseball. Texas A&M today. Warriors win if they stay out of foul trouble. If the Warriors stay out of foul trouble and they play their normal game at home, they win this game by 10, at least 10. Okay. If Luka is the only guy scoring points tonight, and that's what we've seen a lot this year, they're going to be in trouble. All right. Dorian Finney-Smith had 23 points. Spencer Dinwiddie had Finney-Smith had 18. Dinwiddie and Kleber had double digits on the bench. Finney-Smith had 23. Bullock had 18. What are you going to get? Are you going to get 0 for 10 Bullock, or are you going to get 20-point Bullock? I don't know, guys. And I'm going to go with the certainty. I'm going to go with Steph Curry. I'm going to go with Draymond Green. I'm going to go with Klay Thompson. If Klay Thompson actually steps up tonight and plays some minutes and does a good job. Overall, Klay Thompson has been so inconsistent in the series. It's not even funny. Stay away from his point total. But yeah, guys, Warriors are the better team. Warriors -7, I think, is the move tonight. And the Mavericks can cover 7. but they have to do things that we don't see them do consistently. Mavs 100, Warriors 112 ball game. Love it. Let's move on there. Brunson and Spence need minutes 20 plus each. Guys, Jalen Brunson's very, very good. Jalen Brunson's gonna play well tonight. But he's got to be around 20. Luka's got to be around 30, and then everyone else got to contribute. If Luka scores 40, they lose this game. I'm not saying it in the sense of if Luka scores 40 and no one else steps up. When Luka scores 40, we really haven't seen anyone else step up. Luka was hitting 3-pointers from the logo at home in his last game in the first quarter, guys. I don't think that happens tonight. I don't. It's hard to shoot 46% from the 3-point line. And usually when a team shoots really well at home, they come back and they follow it up with a dud in their next game. So Luka needs 30 minimum. Yeah, 30 minimum. Luka needs 30, 31, 32 points. That's the sweet spot for Luka, because when he's doing that, Brunson's doing 20, and then everyone else is contributing. So that's what we're going with, guys. I have Warriors -7 for my first bet of the day. We're moving to hockey here. Let's see, Adam. Yeah, it just moved up to 9. Just moved up to 9. That's amazing. Hockey here. Any other questions on basketball? Throw them in the chat. We can talk player props at the end if you want. Warriors in 5, Celtics in 6, NBA Finals, coin toss game 7. I like that. Hurricanes, Rangers here. We're going to go Hurricanes in regular time. Now, this is going to be a tight game, but I want to give you guys some knowledge here. The Hurricanes have only allowed 1 goal. Hurricanes have only allowed 1 goal in Carolina this year, right? They had a 2-0 win, or in the series, a 2-0 win, and then a 2-1 win, okay? Igor, very, very good. He's been money on the road. He's been money at home, but he hasn't been as good on the road as he has been at home, right? It's a different ball game when you're on the road with the crowd and the momentum there. Like Andrew Copp came through at 3 points in the last game. Ryan Lindgren, Frank Petrano had 2, right? Hurricanes outshot the Rangers 31-28. So they're outshooting the Rangers in Madison Square Garden. If they can outshoot the Rangers in Carolina, I feel very good that they're going to get the job done tonight. When you go regular time on this, it takes it down to plus 105 there, a little plus money from like minus 140, minus 150. So I'll take plus money in regular time in this game. This is one that could go to overtime just because of how tight it's going to be. I think the under Canes puck line. Okay, your own Canes puck line. I got burnt puck line yesterday, so I'm going to stay away from that. But Canes puck line is, honestly, I guess, when I look at it, the difference between puck line and, regular time, if you go overtime, you're screwed either way, right? But at least if they win by 1 goal in regulation, my plus 105 hits, but you're taking a little more of a risk, probably for a much bigger payout at plus 180. So I like that. But again, yesterday I left a sour taste in my mouth when it came to puck lines, because obviously it should have been over when you look at the Blues and the Avalanche, and the Avalanche should have covered. Oilers at plus 130 for me. Oilers plus 130. We're going to take Oilers. I do have Oilers in this game. Just locked in at -7. There you go, J-Rod. Luka, 8 boards, 6 assists. McDavid, anytime score. You can never go wrong betting on Connor McDavid to score. We'll talk about that game here in a minute. But overall, yeah, if the Hurricanes outshoot the Rangers 31-28, Igor can be fantastic again. Like, if Igor gives up 2 goals tonight, he was sensational, right? But if the Rangers only score 1, they ain't going to win the game, obviously. It's going to come down to what Igor versus Ronta can do. Ronta's been money at home. He was money at home against the Bruins. He's been money at home against the Rangers, so I got to ride with him. Oilers are winning, and it would shock the world. Well, they could win tonight, and here's why I'm going to go with the Oilers on the money line at plus 130. I do like this bet a lot. One comment coming in here from BP311. I love that Blues come back and win. I had the over last night and hate the Avs. I had the Avs last night. That was but overall the Blues were in the game. I mean, when Nathan McKinnon scored that goal, it was 4 minutes left in the game, and then to take the lead, and then obviously the Blues found the back of the net, with 1 minute left in the third period, and then they lost in overtime. The Blues won in overtime, I should say. The Avalanche lost in overtime. They blew a game. That happens. So Flames versus Oilers. Oilers on the money line tonight. Oilers at plus 130 here. Now, the Oilers scored 5 goals on 26 shots. When it comes down to this, I look at goaltenders. Let's break these goaltenders down for a minute. You look at Vasilevsky for Tampa Bay against Toronto. He was not good. He was inconsistent. Even after that whole streak of after a loss, Vasilevsky after a loss, it really didn't apply. In that last series. Obviously, he won the games, but at the same time, too, he wasn't good. He was giving up 3-4 goals. Fast forward to this next series against the Florida Panthers. He was absolute money. You can count on one hand how many goals he gave up. He was that good, right? Now we look at Jacob Markstrom. Let's look at Jacob Markstrom against Dallas. He really matched Dallas' intensity. He matched Ottinger's intensity in the net, right? He was money in the net. He was special. Even in the first game of the series now against the Oilers have put a lot of pressure on him. He has not been able to handle that pressure, right? He's been benched in the series. At times, he just hasn't been good. Even the first game, they won 9-6. The Oilers still found the back of the net 6 times. In that 9-goal attack, Calgary has not been able to find that. They haven't been able to find that throughout the rest of the series. I'm taking Canes money line under a 5.5. I like to push 5 half goals hurt to bet against my team. Yeah. And when I look at when I look at the under in that game too, it was at minus 135, minus 140 this morning. I wasn't willing to lay that just because I look at like Dodgers run line yesterday. It was like minus 125, and you put big money on it, you lose it. And anything can happen with these big juice, these juice lines. So Canes money line, the under 5.5. I'm on both those. I have Canes money line, obviously, regular time. I'm gonna stay away from the under though. But Oilers, Jacob Markstrom has not been the same goalie. I'm not betting against the best player in the world in Connor McDavid. When the Oilers offense gets going, they are so explosive and they are so tough to stop. So I got to trust that they can do it again today. I'm going to go with the Oilers. I think for the plus money, it's worth it. Now, keep in mind, this game's back in Calgary. Calgary's going to be rocking, but the Flames got a hole to dig themselves out of. They're down 3-1 right now. This is not going to be a very easy task for them. So the Oilers scoring 5 goals on 26 shots really concerns me to bet on Calgary tonight. That's why I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the plus money and go with Edmonton. They were also 2 of 4 on the power play in their last game. So, I mean, they've been really, really good. Markstrom has not been good. He hasn't. And it comes down to goaltenders in these games. And Jacob Markstrom is not getting the job done. Mike Smith doing a much better job in the net. Much better job. And Mike Smith's inconsistent. He could give up 15 goals in one day. We don't know. But overall, when I look at the Oilers, maybe too conservative on the Oilers. What do you mean too conservative? I don't think the Oilers are good in the defensive zone. I think they're very inconsistent, but they have the best offense behind Connor McDavid. They have the best player in the world. Anytime you have the best player in the world, it's tough to bet against them. But the Oilers survived their last series. The Oilers did survive, but now they're thriving. Obviously, they're getting pucks on the net, and Jacob Markstrom's rattled. Being at home should help him tonight, but you just don't know what you're going to get. When you don't know what you're going to get, you're going to go with the team that you know what you're going to get. You're going to get goals out of the Oilers tonight. How'd you do yesterday on your picks, bro? I was 3-4 yesterday. It was not a great day. We did hit some plus money bets with the Oakland Athletics there. We added that over in to the Celtics. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. We would have finished 3-3 if that was the case. But my bigger bets were on the Celtics -2, so that was good. We played A's, got the money there. Dodgers run line hurt us. We lost that. Red Sox hurt us. We lost that. We're going to go back to the Red Sox today, though. So 3-4 yesterday. I'm going to try to be a little better today. So we were 5-0, 3-3, 3-4. So we're coming back to life. I'm riding with you on the Oilers. Yeah, I mean, guys, I don't think it's a bad bet either way. These hockey games are really, really toss-up games. Like, could the Rangers go steal one night in Carolina? Of course they could. I just got to go with what I've seen. Ken, what's up? I went like 3-3. The Cubs and Red Sox hurt me. Yeah, that's how it works. The Red Sox hurt me. Cubs didn't hurt me yesterday. I love the Cubs yesterday because I took Kyle Hendrick under on his strikeout total. I think he means too easy of a pick. I wouldn't say it's too easy of a pick because you get Jacob Markstrom playing well. It could be a ball game for the Oilers tonight, and the Flames offense. I mean, the Flames are still getting a lot of shots on the net. The Oilers have just been good in the defensive zone. They're getting the job done they're getting the job done on offense. It's a predictable pick, maybe. Yeah, I mean, is it predictable? Because I really struggled with this pick this morning. I really wanted to go with the Flames. I did, but I just look at Jacob Markstrom's workload. I can't do it. But I wouldn't say it's predictable. I think there's going to be a lot of people on the Flames tonight. Being back at home, down 3-1, the Flames overall is a better team. There's a lot of people that picked Calgary to win the Cup this year. And honestly, I thought Calgary would win the series, but they just haven't been able to stop the offensive attack of the Oilers. Like, they've been beat good for one period, and then 4 goals go in the second period in this ball game, right? So I got to go with the team that I trust, and I trust the Oilers right now. As a whole, throughout this entire season, I've trusted the Flames a lot more. But this series, I got to trust the Oilers. Jacob Markstrom has not been the same goaltender that he was against Dallas. The series being played in MLB right now are tough. They are tough. They are tough, and they're every series in MLB is tough. That's what I'll say about that. Underdogs win any given day. Like yesterday, the Athletics winning at +150. That's the value you got to find now. Nobody thought the Blues would win yesterday, including me. And yes, anything can happen in hockey. Anything can happen in hockey. The over is 6.5 on DraftKings. I'd play the over. I saw the over was 7 on FanDuel, so that was one I stayed away from. But You could do plus money for the over on FanDuel at 7. What's the picks? Run them down. So we only have 2. We only have 3 so far. We haven't got to baseball yet. Warriors -7. Canes regular time +105. Oilers money line +130. So lots of plus money on the board. Flames are good at home too. They are good at home. Like guys, again, I wanted to go with Calgary. I did, but I can't trust Jacob Markstrom. We look at game 1 of the series. They still gave up 6 goals at home. They scored 9. They gave up 6, and then they lost game 2. So I got to trust. The Oilers. I'm struggling too. I think so many people want to take the home team in an elimination game. Yeah, and guys, again, like what Igor has, let's talk Carolina and New York for a second. What Igor has done overall has been really, really awesome to see. But Ronta really hasn't been that bad in New York. The Carolina Hurricanes outshot the Rangers in New York. If they do that at home, I think Ronta's going to play a little better at home. They're going to be just fine. So it's hard to go against the home team in an elimination game. But Edmonton, you can also take it from the approach that Edmonton has a chance to go knock off the Flames when nobody expected them to win the series. I like the Cardinals Brewers over 7.5 today at +100. I have the under, Brian, but 7.5 is such a low total. But yeah, I do like the under there just based on what we've seen. Lauer's got a lead strikeout total. A lot of guys hurt in that game, so we'll talk about that in a minute though. At what time are you doing the picks for a day so I can call you on the pick? I'm struggling to think to take the home team. What time are you doing the picks? I'm doing the picks right now. The picks are already posted on TikTok. I'll do the YouTube video after this, but my picks are already on. My full list of picks are already on TikTok. But I already have 3 picks right now. And then let's go with baseball. We already talked baseball, guys. We already talked some baseball here. Baseball. I feel good about baseball day. Out of the games that I found, I feel good about. There's a lot of toss-up games, but I do feel good about baseball. I'm gonna be honest, JP. What's my most confident bet today? Oilers or Calgary. I'm on the Oilers tonight. Do I feel confident about it? I think that's a pick 'em game. I think both hockey bets are pick 'em. I feel good about the Warriors, but honestly, JP, if I had to do one pick, it's the Red Sox. Red Sox are -106. I feel really good about Boston. Obviously, I'm wearing a Beantown sweatshirt right now, and I'm a Red Sox fan, but I feel good about the Red Sox. I don't think Dallas Keuchel gets the job done. But let's start with the Yankees. Let's start Yankees money line versus the Rays. Nestor Cortez 3-1 on the mound, 1.8 ERA, 0.89 WHIP. He's pitched 45 innings. He has 56 Ks, elite strikeout ability, and that's huge for money line betting. That's huge for any kind of betting. You want a pitcher on the mound with elite strikeout ability. Nestor Cortez has been that guy this year. Ryan Yarborough, we give Ryan Yarborough a lot of love. He really hasn't been that good this year. Doesn't have a huge body of work, though. He's not giving up a lot of homers. Got a 4.2 with a 1.67 WHIP. Walks have been the problem for him. If he can't locate, he's only thrown 15 innings, and walks has been the biggest issue. Rays pitcher has been struggling since coming back from surgery and injury. Yeah, 100%. Yarborough just, he hasn't been that same pitcher. At the same time, too, though, we know how the Rays operate. We know they go to the bullpen right away. Dallas Keuchel stirs up meatballs like it's a buffet. Can you run through each game? Yeah. Run through each baseball game? Yeah, I'll do it after I give my 3 picks. But I will run through each baseball. These are the picks I'm playing as a straight. When I run through the baseball games, I'm just giving you guys who I think is going to win. I'm not betting them. I might do a $1 parlay to see if I can make $3,000, right? But overall, I'm just going with these picks for a day on my straight. Yankees pitching staff has been better overall in the bullpen. Their ERA is at 3 compared to the Rays at 3.3. Both whips are 1.1. Bam has to be the worst centers in the league. Bam scored last night. Oh, come on now. Yarborough been injured. I'm betting on the Rays. That doesn't really make sense, though. If Yarborough's been injured, why have you been betting on the Rays? Oh, because you think he's going to come out of it today. See, you can take that approach. But at the same time, too, Nestor Cortez has been money. He is the ace in New York. New York's the one fear I have right now. They don't have Stanton. They don't have Josh Donaldson. The Yankees have hit 63 homers compared to the Rays at 46. You do lose a little power there by losing Stanton. Yankees are still finding ways to get the job done. I know they struggle against the Orioles, but the Yankees aren't going to sweep the series. I think they're going to win 2 of 3. But overall, I got to ride with the Yankees today. Rays could win, Yankees may prevail. Rays could win, Yankees may prevail. Guys, that's baseball. That's baseball. Come on now, that's baseball. Anyone can win. All right, Red Sox money line. This is the game that the Red Sox, I think, have been waiting for. This is the game. I don't know if you guys listen to, if you're a Boston guy, you probably do, but the Jared Carrabis' podcast over at DraftKings. Morning, bro. Tough loss on the over yesterday. Big bounce. I felt really good about the over, but then I remembered that when the overs are 203, there's a reason they're set at 203, right? So Brandon, that was my bad yesterday. I fell for the trap. Yankees struggle at the Trop. Yankees struggle in Baltimore. They struggle at the Trop. The Yankees struggle everywhere. But you know what? We don't bet where they struggle. We bet the team. Ryan Yarborough has struggled a lot this year. I know he's got the injury, but he's struggled a lot. Nestor Cortez on the mound. I got Ace going against Yarborough, who's ace but injured, and then I got a better offense, I'm gonna take the better offense, right? And the Yankees still, guys, I mean, they found a way to win yesterday. I mean, they every number, every, like, trend, I don't know if you guys are seeing this on social media, but every trend is, like, showing that the Yankees are going to the World Series. I don't think that's gonna happen, but they're the first team to 30 games. They're a 31 win team. The Rays are still 26 and 17. They're very good, right? But overall, I gotta trust the team that has been getting the job done. I can't really look at how they struggle at the Trop. When I mean, it's everyone struggles at the Trop. No one's there to watch them play. Bro, Bam cost me 5K. He couldn't have 16 points, 9 rebounds, and he had 18 and 10. He couldn't have 16 points and 9 rebounds, so he went over. Damn. Um, Crazy thing is the Rays still probably win the division if over the Yankees. Yeah, I would agree. Wait till Glasnow comes back. When is Glasnow going to be back? Glasnow injury status mid-June, but he'll likely be sidelined until 2023. So he's not going to pitch this year. He'd be able to return after he. So yeah, 2023. It looks like he's going to return, and so he won't even pitch this year. But if he does, if they can get him back by the end of the season, it'll help. But we look at like what Chris Sale did last year. Like Chris Sale really wasn't good when the pressure was on. Yeah, 2023. I really didn't think he'd be make an impact. But again, the Rays will probably go try to get someone, a small name pitcher who's pitching really well. Congrats to your Steves. They're going to the finals. We got to win one more game. Bro, attendance up. New stadium in Tampa is coming. I can't wait for that. It's going to be in like Ybor City, right? I'm so excited about that new stadium. But attendance is up. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Attendance is up by what? What do you like on the early games? I like the Rays or the Reds to win today. Again, I like the over at 8. It was at 8.5. It's now at 9. I still would I'd probably take the over at 9, but again, it's one I want to stay away from. I don't think there's any value in that 12:36 game. There's so much better place to put your money a day. That's my take. Didn't have Tommy John. He had Tommy John. He had like UCL surgery. Ray should trade for Castillo from the Reds. Yeah, Castillo could be a good arm for them. They're going to go get somebody. Attendance is up 5%. So what's that, like 1,000 now instead of 1,500? I mean, and we look at the Rays attendance-wise. I don't want to make fun of them by any means because their attendance is growing. Like the Rays are a new team. They're a new franchise. I remember Kevin Kiermaier talking about this. Like, when you get the Yankees and Red Sox have been around for years and years and years, right? Like Tampa Bay loves sports. Tampa Bay loves their sports teams. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Tom Brady goes there. The attendance is going everywhere. 5 extra people attending. Attendance is up 8,000. 8,000 up to 8,000. Oh, up to 8,000. It's still not good. But like they're gonna become more and more of an attraction. They're a really good team, obviously. When the playoffs roll around, people show up to those games. But hey, it could be worse. They could be the Miami Marlins. Nobody cares about them. Lightning sell out every game for the last 5 years. Yeah, the Lightning are good, and the Rays are good too. That's the problem. But like, here's the biggest issue. An indoor stadium, I think in Florida doesn't really work out well. I think they need to go outside. One break. Remember, we're playing through the flu game here. I just gotta get a quick break. But yeah, I mean, overall, guys, the Lightning have sold out. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have sold out. The Rays should be there, but the Rays are a new franchise, right? So that's their biggest issue. Why are the D-backs looking at me? Got a weird feeling on Arizona today. That's why Rays need to go to Ybor City, and they're gonna, yeah. And when they go to Ybor City, I think it's gonna be better for them. And again, they just got to keep playing baseball, right? Like they've only been around 13 years, 14 years. I'm like the best player in Rays history. What, Evan Longoria? Like, I mean, that's they don't have a long lineage. The Diamondbacks, Castellanos against the Dodgers. No, Dodgers coming off one run. I'm not looking at the Diamondbacks all day. I don't think I can't. I just can't do it. Humberto Castellanos. I mean, he ain't doing the job for me. That's why the Rays can go to City. Okay, we're all caught up on comments there. Let me just make sure we're all caught up on YouTube comments. Phillies and Braves today. I'm on the Braves today. I think they win their third straight, or the Phillies. Overall numbers are there for the Phillies. I mean, the Rays are in St. Petersburg, which is, in my opinion, is one of the big cities in Florida. Now, in Ybor City, St. Petersburg, you're going there to go to the beach. You're not going there to go to an indoor baseball game. The Trop's a dumb stadium too. It's not nice. Carl Crawford probs. Yeah, Carl Crawford. Again, though, we're not talking. Evan Longoria is right up there. We're not talking like big name guys. Biggest frauds from last night, the Avs, in my opinion. Thoughts on the Red Sox Alex, yeah, and the Avs didn't get the job done. Obviously, they were in a position to win the game. They were in a position to cover too. They just, they fell apart late. They got up early and they fell apart late. Thoughts on the Red Sox first five? Yeah, I mean, I like the Red Sox first 5 day because you're really betting against you're betting against Dallas Keuchel, that matchup. When you bet against Dallas Keuchel, you should be in good shape. And overall, Dallas Keuchel looked like an ace the last time he pitched against the Red Sox in Boston. I don't think that happens again today. I think he gets split up. He's been the worst pitcher in baseball over the past 2 years. Wade Boggs played for the Tampa Bay Rays in 1998 and 1999 when he was 40 and 41 years old. He did hit 301, 377. He had a slash line 301, 377, 377, but I wouldn't call him the best there ever is. Jose Canseco played for the Rays. Jose Canseco sucks. I'm not a big Canseco guy. After him like throwing the Barstool fight, he's a scumbag. Canes today, you think game goes 7 and each time wins home? Yeah, I think so. If the Rangers can win one on home ice, I won't be surprised. But again, I got to go with the Hurricanes tonight. They outshot the Rangers at Madison Square Garden, and if they can do that at home, I think they'll be just fine. Honestly, what about Grandpa for David Price in their primes? David Price in his prime was money, but he's obviously not where he is now. But yeah, I guess so. He was a 3-time All-Star with them, right? Again, though, I look at like moments, like big moments. Like Evan Longoria had probably the biggest moment there, in Rays history. That's why we got to go with him, I would say. But there's All-Stars. There's good. They develop talent really well. The Rays do a great job developing talent. I'm the biggest bet of my life yesterday at cash. I'm ready to double it up today. Love that ride of sports. Love that. Rangers win. I'm not on the Rangers tonight. I'm on the Hurricanes at regular time. Let's talk about the Boston Red Sox though, real quick. I put a future bet at plus 200 on the Canes to win 7. I don't think that's a bad bet at all. I think it's going to come down to home ice. He fell off so bad. Longoria was the man. I'm a diehard Rays fan, born in Lakeland, Florida. Yeah, I mean, Longoria fell off bad. He was money though. He was money. Franco's the greatest. Yeah, good point. What are we talking about? Wander Franco's the greatest. Fun guy Tanner. There we go. Fun guy Tanner. Ryan, how we doing? Wander Franco is the greatest. How can we not think of Wander Franco? Like, yeah, the Rays are in a great position with Wander Franco signing 12, 13 years already. He was like, screw it. Like, I don't need big money. I'm just going to go there. What's your record on bets, bro? I'm just curious. Go to my bio on Tanner Kern on my personal page. You can find it. I would look it up right now. I put it in there every day. But there's like something called Sharp Rank, which is like an app that ranks betting media. I'm 28th overall right now. Still feeling pretty good about that. So record's very, very good up there with guys from ESPN and Sports Illustrated and all that. Walker was horrible for the Rays. I don't know how Walker is pitching so well for Boston right now, but we're going to ride the Walker train. Yeah, so just go over to my personal page, TikTok, Tanner Kern. Then you can also look me up on Sharp Rank there, and I can post all that stuff as well. So Red Sox money line, minus 106 versus the White Sox here. Dallas Keuchel has been the worst pitcher in baseball the past 2 years. Like statistically, he's been the worst pitcher in baseball. The Red Sox made him look like Jacob deGrom when Jacob deGrom's healthy in his last start at Fenway. I hope today is different considering the Boston Red Sox are back and they're hitting the baseball. Keuchel 2-4 with a 6.6 ERA and a 2.0 WHIP. He's walked 18 batters in 30 innings, and he's only struck out 16, so he doesn't have that elite strikeout ability. I'm not saying Michael Wacha has that elite strikeout ability, but he is 3-0 on the season with a 1.76 ERA and a 1.01 WHIP. Is Michael Wacha going to be an all-star this year for the Boston Red Sox? He could be, and that's very scary to say. But these are the kind of signings that like Chaim Bloom thrives on. Like when we got Michael Wacha, I didn't even listen to his press conference. I could care less, right? But overall, he's been money this year. Now, yesterday, the Red Sox were 1 of 9 runners in scoring position. They left 12 runners on base. They can't do that again. But if they show up a little more today, if they show up like they have in their 6-game winning streak over this, since Alex Cora shaved his beard, they're going to be just fine today. They're going to win this game. I think they're going to win this game outright. If you ask me what my favorite bet today is, I know I'm a Red Sox fan, but by the numbers, my favorite bet is the Boston Red Sox today. Thoughts on parlaying this? Yankees money line under 9.5 Brewers Cardinals, under 9.5 Jays Angels. I do like that a lot. That's a very nice looking parlay there. That's a very nice looking parlay. That one gets me going a little bit. That one gets me feeling some type of way there. Because you're teasing the Brewers and the Cardinals up, and then you're teasing Jays, and the Jays haven't really hit the ball either. Marquez over 4.5 Ks versus Washington. I do like that. I think that's good. Who's the home team in that? Okay, Patrick Corbin, Marquez. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good bet. Waka over Dallas. So Waka over Dallas. Yeah, if I had to Dallas, I'm not on Dallas tonight. I'm not on Dallas. I'm on the Mavericks. I'm on the Warriors tonight, -7. Um, but Waka, I have Waka on the Red Sox. I love the Red Sox today. I think for -106, I think the odds are great. I mean, honestly, guys, let's just be transparent here with you right now. Seven's a big number to lay, no matter what, either side of the equation. I think Warriors -7's the move, but it's a big number. The hockey teams, I'm going to go with the Canes at home. The Rangers have been money lately, but the Canes at home. If Dallas wins, they'll be crazy. Yeah. Canes, he meant Waka over Dallas Keuchel. Oh, yeah, 100%. Waka over Dallas Keuchel. Yeah, Waka over Dallas Keuchel right now. Dallas Keuchel hasn't been good. He's really fallen off. He was money early in his career. It just really has not been good. Waka over Dallas Keuchel. Yeah, there you go. Wasn't thinking there. But yeah, Dallas Keuchel just has not been good. He's been the worst pitcher in baseball the past 2 seasons. I can't rely on him to get the job done today. Now, obviously, he pitched well against the Red Sox 2 weeks ago, but that favors the Boston Red Sox. 7 isn't big when you look at these blowouts. Though, the money line doesn't have any value. Money line doesn't have any value. You have to play the points here. Even in a parlay, guys, 310 doesn't have much value if you're going to put -310. Like, it's really not going to hike your parlay up that much unless you put a lot of other legs in there. You really got to play the points. But just transparency off my picks right now. We'll run through them real quick. Warriors -7. That's a big spread. Oilers money line. Overall with the Oilers, they're in a position to win this game tonight, but they're on the road in Calgary in a tough spot. Canes at home, I feel good about, but again, it's at home. And they're playing against a Rangers team where Igor's playing lights out in the net right now. The Yankees money line, I do like that, but they're playing against a really good Rays team, right? Red Sox money line, I love that with the matchup against Dallas Keuchel, considering the White Sox aren't really hitting the ball. Now, if the Red Sox don't hit early, they're screwed late because they're going to face a really good White Sox back end of the rotation, or back end of the bullpen. And then finally, Brewers Cardinals under 7.5. You think the Warriors number jumps up before tip-off tonight? I do, based on what we saw in that Celtics game. Based on what we saw in the Celtics when they were at home, it opened at 6.5 and then it jumped to 7 and then 7.5. I think more people will be on the Golden State Warriors tonight, knowing that the Dallas does it. No, it's down to 6.5 now. Actually, it went down to 6.5. So more people are on the Mavs now. So it'll be about 6.5 or 7. I thought it would jump up. I thought it could get up to 7.5 possibly. That's a big number though. That makes the Mavericks very, very appealing. But overall, people are on the Mavericks right now because it shifts down. Can you do a same game parlay for Red Sox? I have a 50% profit boost. Yes, I can do that. Thoughts on the Cardinals first half at -0.5? Yeah, I think Waino's good. Guys, again, I hate the Brewers, so I'm a little biased here. Eric Lauer has really good strikeout ability, which kind of scares me there. But yeah, I think the Cardinals at home hitting the baseball, I think they'll be just fine. They're a better hitting team. They don't have Dylan Carlson and Yadi Molina, but Brewers don't have Willie Dames or Doms and Hunter Renfroe either. So it should be a pretty even matchup. That's another reason I'm going with the under in that game. Eric Lauer, 4-1, 2.16 ERA, 0.94 WHIP. Waino 5-3, 2.87 with a 1.19 WHIP. Lauer 54 Ks and 41.2 innings. That's lovely for an under because when you need an under, you need guys to get strikeouts. You can't rely on infield singles and freaking sack flies and all that. You need guys to get strikeouts. The Brewers have averaged only 3 runs per game over their last 5 as well. Believe me, we're pushing the limit with that 7.5 number, but I think 7.5 is the move there. Dylan Carlson, Yadi Molina, Willie Dames, and then Hunter Renfroe all are not going to play today. So I'm going to go with the under 7.5 there. Somebody want a same game parlay for the Boston Red Sox? I don't know what kind of juice you're looking for, but if I was going to go same game parlay for the Red Sox, I would take Red Sox money line. I would take Michael Walker over 3.5 Ks. I'm going to stay away from Dallas Keuchel's Ks to record a hit. I'd take Devers to have a hit. I would take Story to have a hit. And then total bases, I'd probably go Trevor Story to have 2+ total bases. So that's going to get you to plus 540 right there. And again, you guys can put in whatever combos you want to make in there, but that's what I would go with. So 3 guys to have a hit. Trevor Story have 2+ bases over on Walker's strikeouts. It's low, it's a 3.5, and then no problem. And then Red Sox money line in there. And 2.5 for Keuchel is a little too low. I think it's a good risk bet to go under on his strikeout total there at plus money because I don't know if he'll be in the game that long today if he starts getting beat up. I think they'll go to the pen pretty early, but that's why I would take it. So, run through the picks one more time here. See if we make comments on YouTube. Reds plus 1.5. I think that's a good bet. Reds plus 1.5 today. I'm on the Reds today to win outright with Hunter Green on the mound. I think he steps up. I love betting on guys that have really good strikeout ability. Am I playing it though? No, because I don't think there's enough value for me to play in it. I know a lot of people like betting the 12:30 baseball game, but I'm going to stay away from it. But Reds 1.5, I do like. I think that entire series, each team wins at home. Yeah, you're talking about the Carolina series. Yeah, I do too. I mean, the home team has been very, very good. Rich Hill is a turkey tosser. It's amazing Rich Hill can still throw a baseball, honestly. Rich Hill's it's pretty impressive what he's done over his career. Reds money line. Justin Steele's nice, but he's facing an all righty lineup. Hunter Green facing righties, K's. Yeah, Hunter Green throws very hard. Rangers are taking over the series. If the Rangers win tonight, guys, they probably win the series. Again, though, this series in Carolina in general has been predicated on home teams winning. Even with Boston, Boston looked really good in the Boston Garden, and then they would go to Carolina and they couldn't play hockey. I'm not saying it's going to be the case for the Rangers. I think it's a 2-1, a 3-1, a 3-2, 3-2 kind of game. It's an under 5.5 goal game, and it favors the Rangers or favors the Hurricanes because they're at home. If they can go in, if they can outshoot the Rangers tonight, if they can get one past Igor early, I think they're going to be in good shape. The Celtics are already 8.5 point favorites. I mean, I would play it at 8.5. I'll play it at 8.5, 100%. I think they're a better team. 8.5 doesn't scare me. That's going to keep climbing up. 8.5 is. I have no fear at 8.5. Though I have absolutely no fear. I think the Celtics will cover that. I think the Celtics will win outright. The Heat are still in a really good position. Can you run through each baseball game? Hope you didn't forget, Tanner. There you go. I got to run through each baseball game. Bouncing all over the place. If you think I'm scatterbrained, it's just because I got so many people asking me questions, guys. We're all over the place. Tanner Kern, man, the people. Cubs money line early. All right. I'm on the Reds. I'll give you guys what I think for value-wise, too. I'm on the Reds. Do I think there's any value in this game besides that 12:36 and people like to bet on 12:36 baseball games? No. 100% no. Having a bad this week. What's the plays? Let me get to this guy first. What's the plays today? I have Warriors -7, Canes regular time, Oilers money line, Yankees money line, Red Sox money line, Brewers Cardinals under 7.5. I do love the Boston Red Sox. That's my favorite bet. All right, let's run through these baseball bets here. I'll put them in a parlay for you guys to see what it would pay out if you wanted to play all of them. Again, though, no problem. Again, there's no value in this Reds game. There's no value at all, I don't think. Plus 1.5 at -156 could be decent for the Reds today, but again, I don't think much value. But I'll take the Reds with Hunter Green. I'll take a chance on a guy that throws freaking 100 miles an hour. Then we'll go with the New York Yankees. I think the Yankees win. I like the Rockies today. Patrick Corbin is no longer the Patrick Corbin that we have seen in the past, right? I do really. Red Sox will hit Keuchel and send him missiles out of the yard. I love that. I like the way you think, Chris. Colorado Rockies -104. Then I do like the Detroit Tigers with Tarek Skubal on the mound today. I like the Atlanta Braves. I like the Minnesota Twins. The Brewers game is pretty tough, I would say. I think guys, again, I don't bet on the Brewers. I don't bet on the Brewers. They're on the no bet list. I think Lauer is more dominant than Waino, and I think the strikeouts are going to get to the Cardinals today. And I'm going to play the under, so I really need that to happen. So I'm going to take the Brewers to win there. Red Sox is now a pick'em game, -108 each side. I'm going to take the Boston Red Sox there. Hyun-Jin Ryu versus Shohei Ohtani. The Angels are hitting the baseball. I got to ride with the Angels in that game. Then I'm going to go with the Dodgers, and then I'm going to go with the Rangers. So that's what we're going with there. There's 11 games today. It seems 11 games. Is that correct? 11 games? So, yeah, 11 games. So a $1 on all 11, $679. That's what you'd win. No problem, Matthew. Good luck on those. Again, I think there's value. Value-wise, I think there's value on the Rangers tonight. I think the Angels game could have some value. I think the Red Sox has value. The Brewers game has value. Twins doesn't really have much value there for me. The Braves has value. There's a lot of pick'em games in this, but say 11-game parlay to the moon. There you go, 11-game parlay, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. You put 11-game parlay, boom, you put $3 on it, you win $2,000. It's $2 wins $1,359. Like if you pick 11, and guys, the odds of you doing that one time over a baseball season pretty good. But it's one time. You're not going to hit it every day. I'll take a few. I don't like betting the early games either. I hate betting the early games just because if you lose them, your day goes like right to shit. And I try not to bet these early games. Hockey wise, I have Oilers money line tonight and then Canes in regular time. So I have both those. Royals and Twins games is tough cause. Both starting pitchers have good starts against other teams this season. 100%. Just wanted to hear who you like in each game. I keep doing that every day, Matthew. Yeah, Royals and Twins games. So let's see here. Royals and Twins. I mean, there's value on the Royals at plus 154. I just think when the Twins are hitting the ball, the Royals will not be able to hang. I chase so bad if I bet early games and lose 100%. That's why I do too. So I try to stay away from it. Do you only bet games on money you think have value? I just don't see much value. I see value in Warriors -7. I only bet that money. I'll do parlays in games that I don't see value, like -180 juice or whatever. Like I will do a parlay on that. But when I bet a straight, I only do it with value. I see value at -7 because I think Golden State's a much better team. I see them coming out and cruising in this game tonight. I don't see the Mavericks shooting 46% from the three-point line like we saw in the last game. So I do see value on Golden State at -7. But yes, I won't just bet a game because there's an NBA game on. But there's usually some line in some game where I can find value. I like Golden State at -7 tonight. I don't like Dallas at +7. I think, believe me, guys, I think Dallas can go in and win a game here. It's got to be tonight, obviously, to continue the series. But overall, this whole down 3-0 team of destiny bullshit, like that's not true. That's not going to happen with this team. Man. They're not built to win long term because they only have get the feel of the game. Yeah, and you could live bet it too. Live early games I like betting under halves in an inning. There you go. You can live bet these games too. If you don't find value, there's always value live betting because you can see the flow and the pace of the game. Let's see, bro. I cashed hard yesterday and lost 1.2K. Started early in the day. Snowball effect. That's lost 1.2. You know what? Yeah, I mean, you start early in the day. That's what happens. Like there's people betting in my Discord, betting tennis. If you're on Discord, join the Discord, link in the bio. But there's people betting tennis at freaking 6 in the morning, and then they're going right to baseball. I can't do that mentally. Like I just couldn't do it. We bet in the French Open for the F of it. No, I don't think so. I don't know enough to bet it, but there are people in my Discord that do bet the French Open. There's a bunch of other Discords around there that bet the French Open. Again, though, I have no clue how tennis works. I don't know how tennis betting works. I really don't want to learn right now. Tennis is a rabbit hole in the world of betting. There's a lot of good values on tennis betting. But again, I ain't doing that right now. Melbourne Storm -11.5, only 3.5 units. There was actually someone put, I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but someone put 6K on the WNBA in my Discord the other day. I was like, that's impressive as hell. Because they said it's free money. I wouldn't say it's free money, but 6K on the WNBA is a very interesting bet. But anything else, guys, let me know. Put in the comments. Any good team total overs you suggest? Let me see, Alex. The team totals. I don't hate the Reds or the Cubs team total at 4 over. We don't bet tennis here. We bet Mexican baseball. I could bet Mexican baseball. We do that. I don't hate those overs for the early games. Let's see here. Cardinals for 3.5. Brewers over 3.5. I think the Cardinals could have some value today. Again, that really goes against if they can get to Lauer, they have some value there. But again, that goes against my narrative in there. Boston Red Sox. Let me see this. Red Sox are at 4.5. I think the over of 4.5 for the Boston Red Sox could be the move today. The over of 4.5 for the Boston Red Sox is the move. I mean, Keuchel's not good at all. The Boston Red Sox have been mashing the baseball lately. They've gone over that in a lot of games. I know they had the really bad game yesterday, but they were still 0-9 runners in scoring position. They weren't good. They got to convert. Like when you're talking team totals, you got to convert with runners in scoring position. So I think the Red Sox 4.5 could be good. How do I feel about the Warriors over? I'm on the under in there. I just don't think the Mavericks come out and match the pace. I love the bet you threw up today. Just thinking the Flames stake a close one. Yeah, guys. Again, too. I don't know what's going to happen in these games. I mean. All right, I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to be like this is going to hit 100%. I don't know. Based on what I'm seeing, I got to go with the I got to go with how Markstrom's been playing. He hasn't been playing well in the series, but that's my narrative, right? Everyone's got a different narrative, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I know like VIP max play 100 unit, shit that this is going to hit. I don't know, guys. But overall, you could be right. I could be right. We don't know. But it's going to be a great game. I think that's what it comes down to, and that's what we want at this point. We want tough games to pick because this is why we love betting. If betting was easy, first of all, betting wouldn't be real, but it also wouldn't be as fun, right? Nationals over 4 runs today. Nationals over 4 runs today. Yeah, I mean, Marquez hasn't been that good. The Rockies bullpen overall hasn't been that good. I think you could go with the Rockies too, because Patrick Corbin's the same. He hasn't been great either. The days of Patrick Corbin being money are long gone, in my opinion. Other than that, guys, any other comments? Drop them in the chat. If not, we will wrap up here. Any other baseball props you like except Milwaukee K's and I think Milwaukee K's, Red Sox over 4.5 runs, Milwaukee St. Louis under 7.5. I'm giving you a lot of Red Sox stuff because I've been watching them a lot. Trevor Story's been hot. If you want to look out for a home run from Trevor Story, that could be good. Dodgers wise, I'd go back to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts has 7 home runs, I believe, in his past 12 games. It's up there. So bases wise, I think Mookie Betts to have, let's see, Mookie Betts 2+ bases. Mookie Betts to have 3 bases today is plus 135. So that's a double and a single. I think that could be a decent bet for you. Mookie Betts to hit a home run today is a decent bet. Let's see here. 2+ hits for Mookie Betts plus 135. So that's actually safer than doing the bases. You advise staying away. Yeah, I think Hunter Green's K is a little too high today. It could be a good parlay piece if you want to do it, but I wouldn't go under on it. That's all I'll say. I wouldn't go under. Over, it's a little high for me to be comfortable with the over, but the dude throws really hard. Yankees, Braves, Dodgers, Red Sox on the money line. What you think? I like that. I'm on the Braves. I'm on the Yankees. I'm on the Dodgers. I'm on the Red Sox. So I think that's a good one. It's not that I advise staying away from it. If you want to take it, go for it. But I just think it's a little too high, a little too close for comfort. Considering he does walk a lot of people, considering he can miss his zones. Like obviously, if he goes 6 innings today, I think he's going to hit it. But yeah, 7.5's a little too risky. There's better numbers on the board, guys. Like I think Michael Walker 3.5's a better number. Hell, go under on Dallas Keuchel at go under. Dallas Keuchel under 2.5 is plus 140. I mean, that's a big risk considering. Let me see what he's done, but you're banking on him being out of the game in the 3rd inning there. When I look at that, Rockies or Nationals. I'm on the Rockies. Twins, Angels, Brewers. I do like the Brewers. I do like the Angels, and I like the Twins. So I don't think that's a bad bet at all. Dallas Keuchel strikeouts. He's gone 0, 3, 5, 1, 2. So he's actually gone under this in 3 of his past 5. Like, for example, against the Yankees. In the Red Sox, we're seeing the ball just because of the Yankees right now. He had 0 strikeouts over 4 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned. So, it could be worth going under 2.5 for Keuchel today. It really could at plus 140. I smashed that parlay yesterday. Pirates, Tigers, what a winner. Love that. Pirates, Tigers, what a winner. All right, guys, we're going to hop off here. Any other questions, let me know. We'll be posting content. We'll get some more here. I'm on the under in the Canes game. I'm 100% on the under. I think it's just too juice for me. What about 2 hits for Bryce? Kyle Wright's a decent pitcher. I don't know. But, yeah, if someone's going to hit for the Phillies today, it's going to be Bryce. Frank Sereno, Guardians money line versus the Tigers today. The Guardians on the money line today versus the Tigers. Well, so I picked the Tigers today with Scooble, but I think it's a good. If there's value with the Guardians, knowing that they are a better team overall, but I think Scooble's the move there. Let's have him go. I feel like the Flames are going to win. Jordan Poole over 16.5. I like that. Good luck today, guys. Red Sox team total 4.5. Team total plus money line. I like that a lot. I like that. They should be able to hit that no problem today against Dallas Keuchel. I think it could be an easy one. Reds under first 5 and full game. Okay, there you go. Overall, I like the over in that game at 9. It's a different story, but at 8, it opened at 8. I really like this. But that's what we're going with today, guys. Any other comments? Let me know real quick. If not, we're going to sign off here. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Appreciate another great show today. 11.7 likes on TikTok. Gotta love that. Man of the people here. Man of the people. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on TikTok, guys. Got a lot of great content coming. Got a lot of fun stuff planned in the coming weeks. We're going to be at the Indy 500 this weekend doing content. So look out for that. Also, check out our Discord. And we're going to change up these show times a little bit. What are the plays? I'll give them to you right now in a minute here. We're going to change up our show times a little bit this weekend. Most likely, there might not be a show on Saturday morning, but I will address that tomorrow when I figure it all out. So, other than that, guys, check out our merch, guys. Check out the links in the description on TikTok and our bio, and we'll get it going here. Good luck today, bro. Appreciate that, Brandon. So, the plays, real quick, finally: Warriors -7, Hurricanes regular time, Oilers money line, Yankees money line, Red Sox money line, Brewers Cardinals under 7.5. And again, those are all posted already on TikTok. The TikTok video explaining all those picks are already up, guys. So, other than that, guys, we're going to sign off here. Hoping everyone has a great day, win some money, and we'll talk to you tomorrow for another episode of Bet.